has now handed over Arunachal boy to Indian Army. Kiren Rijiju tweets, and I quote, "The Chinese PLA has handed over the young boy from Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Miram Taron, to the Indian Army. Due procedures are currently being followed, including medical examination." Remember, this teen from Arunachal was held hostage. He was in fact kidnapped by the PLA troops, was what was informed. And there was an appeal that went out from the government to immediately free this Arunachal teen. And finally, it appears that China has relented, handed over this Arunachal boy, a 17-year-old boy, Miram Taron, back to the Indian forces. Kiren Rijiju tweets, and I quote, "Chinese PLA has handed over the young boy from Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Miram Taron, to Indian Army. Due procedures are being followed, including the medical examination." Abhishek Balla, for more on that. Abhishek, take us through what exactly had happened. What was the reason for this boy to be kidnapped by the PLA?
Well, the reason given at that point of time was it wasn't a kidnapping, but in fact, he had crossed over accidentally. This is the official line that has been taken by the government and also by the Chinese PLA. But having said that, this boy was in the detention of Chinese PLA for almost 10 days. So his release has not happened immediately, even though it was ascertained quite quickly that he's a civilian from Arunachal Pradesh and that he had crossed over accidentally. In fact, Union Minister Kiren Rijiju also tweeted yesterday saying that the Chinese have confirmed that the Indian from Arunachal Pradesh will be handed over soon, and he had said that the delay has taken place due to bad weather. So once again, an excuse perhaps from their side, from the Chinese side, just to ensure that there is a delay in his handing over. But it's good that finally he has been handed over and will be coming back to the Indian side.
Right. Abhishek, here we know that this teenager, 17-year-old Miran, he was held by the Chinese forces, and it appears that it took a while for the authorities to understand this issue. Wouldn't have been flagged off if not for an MP from the state flagging this off and trying to bring attention to this. This boy has been finally brought back. He's with the armed forces. What is the procedure now for him to go back to his family?
Yes, you're right that, it was flagged by an MP from Arunachal Pradesh, and that's when, the authorities also swung into action. There was an official communication given to the Chinese side about a boy having crossed over accidentally. Within a couple of days, the Chinese got back saying that they have, in fact, located an individual, and that's when his details were shared once again with Indian authorities, and it was finally ascertained that it is this particular boy who is in custody of the Chinese PLA. But having said that, yes, it's taken a while, about 7 to 8 days for the Chinese to finally hand them over. Few procedures still being carried out before he can reach his home.